Welcome to Showgirl Sunday Dinner, the bi-weekly sparkly burlesque podcast about my experiences living, loving, and training as a showgirl from an unapologetically Black perspective. I am Twirlisha Divine, the Black Gold Goddess, and the creator, host, and producer of Showgirl Sunday Dinner. Thank you all so much for accepting my invitation to dine and dish. Now grab a plate and have a seat at the table, because you're about to get served. Do you love burlesque legends? Do you want to support burlesque legends? You know you do.
So, yeah, my sound is going insane. Everything's auto-playing and I don't know why. But here's your opening quote. It's not what you are that holds you back. It's what you think you are not. So that quote is by Dennis Waitley and really resonated with me and wanted to share that with you. I have been going through some psychological changes in my life. If you know Paris is Burning, then you get that reference. If you don't, then you're living your life wrong, and I don't know what to tell you. So we are going to get things started in the way that we always do, and that is with our sparkle and shine for today. I love that new sparkle and shine side effect or sound effect. Side effect. Lord mercy, where's my brain? Okay, so today my sparkle and shine is going out to. Everything just shut down on me. Oh no, here we go. It's working now. All the festivals and shows that have been canceled in light of this trash ass virus that's going around, and all of my Sparkle fam that are being negatively affected. This is a really crappy time in general. I guess that's why everybody's buying toilet paper. Like, they're gonna stop making it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Anyway, but these are really trying times for folks who are, show folks and independent contractors and people who don't have like straight 9-to-5 jobs. I mean, it's tough for folks that have straight 9-to-5 jobs too, but when you're literally kind of budgeting your time and your income based off of gigs that you have coming up, and then because of things of this nature, things just get canceled at the last minute, it makes it very difficult to kind of budget your life. So just want to send a shout out to you all and make you my sparkle and shine, because the struggle is real and it really sucks. So there's that. And now we're going to move on into our next segment. And we're going to talk about showgirl self-care. So today I just want to talk to you all about don't be down for OPP in 2020. And when I say that, I don't mean like OPP like, naughty by nature. Like, if that's what you're into and everybody's consenting, then OPP your fucking life away. I don't care. But what I'm talking about is other people's shit, like other people's stuff. Make sure that you take care of the stuff that you carry every day before you think about taking care of the stuff that other people carry. I think in general, folks tend to take on burdens that don't belong to them. And so I just want to encourage you to wash your hands for germs, but also wash your hands of other people's drama and bullshit and situations that are not yours to fix. Like, yes, we can help people, but when it starts to affect your life negatively and the things that you need to do for yourself to stay sane and healthy, I think that's when it becomes problematic and something that we need to address and change. So yeah, don't be down for OPP in 2020. So yeah, that's just a general note. Next, we're going to roll right into our Burly Biz of the week. And this week, Burly Biz is Lorena. Hello. You all know Lorena. She's amazing. If you don't find her on social media, I'll make sure I add her to the show notes. She's an incredible showgirl. I want to be her when I grow up. Every time I see her perform, I'm just completely and utterly dazzled and floored. I'm so inspired by her. But also, Lorena is a magical person in a bunch of different ways, and she does tarot readings and she makes amazing bath products. So I had my tarot cards read by her and took a lot of her advice that she gave me in my reading. And I also recently bought some bath salts from her, a bath soak. It's called Witch's Bath, and it's amazing. And I also sent one to Ophelia Zana Hart, and she really likes the one that I sent to her as well. So if you are interested in having a reading from Lorena, or you are interested in bath salts or both, I mean, I suggest that you go ahead there and just let her read you for filth and then figure out, what the fuck is really good and really bad in your life, and then get some bath salts and soak that shit away and let it fly on down your drain. I mean, that's what I would do. So yeah, I think you should do that. And there. So many awesome people have moved to New Orleans. Like G's moved there, and now Lorena is there, and I'm just excited to take this road trip later this year. Gidget Bardot and our booze, our hubs, are going with us to New Orleans, and we're going to come down there and be showgirls and eat all of your food and have fun. And hopefully I get to see Lorena perform and say hi and just be around her because she's fabulous. So I do have a poem for you this week, and it is called Worship. And it goes: head, shoulders, knees and toes, hands, legs, armpits, and buttholes. Wrench around and wrench it off, but don't forget to use soap and a washcloth. And that is your twirletry for the day. So of course there's nothing in the glitter box because I've been inconsistent and a mess, and we will get to that later because it must be addressed. But I did write a letter to myself today about my imposter syndrome because it is loud and rude and in my way, and I need to figure out. I think that our energies are what they are, and I don't think it's necessarily that I need to banish this idea that I need to be better at things. I think what I need to do is channel that energy into something that doesn't tell me that I don't belong in the places where I am, or the places or the things that I'm doing that I don't belong there or I don't deserve to have them. And I think I need to channel that energy into this idea that yes, I want to do better, but it doesn't mean that I don't deserve things. So I want to shift my energy. I don't want to kick parts of myself out. I think that that's something that I've been guilty of, is like trying to excise parts of myself, like cutting out parts of myself as if they're cancerous. And that's not the case. Like my energy is good. It just needs to be redirected. Like who I am and what I've been equipped with here for this journey and this life is not bad. It just is something that needs to be channeled in a positive direction. So that is definitely something that I am working on, and I hope that you will go ahead and write a letter to yourself and talk to yourself excuse me, about the things that you want to move and change and be better with yourself and redirection of your energy. I need to take a sip because it's not corona, it's just allergies, you guys. So while we're in this time of kind of being like quarantine or sequestered or whatever the fuck, housebound, gigless, yeah, I would take some time and and write a letter to yourself and see what that feels like. So yeah, I'm gonna take a second and hydrate my situation and let you listen to this little beat. It's called Pink Sweats Crush. It's on YouTube. I will send a link in the show notes, but I'm just vibe out for a second. The water. Little wine. I like that little beat. It's a little bop there. All right. So now we are going to go ahead and move into our Ecclesiast facts for the day. And today I have decided that I wanted to talk about Lottie the Body, an incredible burlesque legend that I did actually have the opportunities to meet and spend some time with, and I'm super grateful for that opportunity and for all of the joy that she brought and all of the instruction that she gave to Sepia Jewel and I. Yeah, Lottie was and always will be an incredible person. I'm not going to talk too much about her because I want to redirect you to BB Bardot's blog. So I want you to go to www.bbardot.com and I want you to click on her blog and I want you to read the beautiful piece that she wrote about Lottie the Body. She actually took the time to transcribe an article that Lottie wrote that she couldn't find to share it. So she went and transcribed this article. Okay, so I don't know whether you all know what a treasure BB Bardot is, but BB went to law school. She's now about to graduate with an advanced degree in library science. So this is the person that you want arguing, researching for you, okay? Because she can do both. She is a powerhouse performer, a powerhouse person, and a powerhouse when it comes to researching and writing. She's brilliant. So I want you to go to her blog. Please support her blog. She does a lot of work surrounding legends, and she also teaches a course about this. So please look out for course, and please subscribe, follow, whatever you do with the blog. Just do it for her. And also just read it, educate yourself. I'm not going to read this entire article because, like I said, I want you to go to to her blog, to BB's blog, and read this. But I do want to pull this one quote that I thought was really important. These are Miss Lottie's words that she wrote. She says, "Although I love the costumes and glamour and attention and fame, that wasn't what was most important to me. I wanted to entertain men and women through my love of dance. I wanted them to experience the joy of life that I felt. It was my love of people that made me want to make them happy. I know that sounds too simple to be true, but it is. I think that's the truth for many performers." And I agree with Miss Lottie that is true. It's not simple at all. Loving people is not always easy, especially in these days and times. But I think a lot of us do this because we love entertaining. And you have to have some love for humanity or some sections of humanity in order to put yourself out there in the way that we do to entertain people. Because nobody's doing this to get rich. Nobody's doing this to, live a glamorous life. I mean, yes, the costumes and stuff are glamorous, but the pay ain't. So we do it because we love it. and we do it because we love who we entertain. And I just thought that was a beautiful part of the article that Miss Lottie wrote. So please, please, please go to www.bbbardo.com and click up on that blog and educate yourself, because there's tons of stuff on there, and shake dancing and history, and the new shakedown video that Egypt is in is on there. She wrote up something about that as well. So please go check that out, because there's tons of interesting stuff that's going to be of interest to your sparkly person education, which is important. Next thing I want to talk about is, in light of everything that's going on, I am doing a discount on Showgirl Sunday Dinner merch. So if you go to www.showgirlsd.com, that is the new website, what you will find is that there is a discount code. If you click on the merch tab, there's a discount code available. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I want you to go to the website and get the discount code and click through and buy merch. So I want you to buy the merch because 50% of the proceeds of the merch go to Sgsd's Juke Joint. Okay? Whether, Chicago is trash and decides to tell G she can't have the festival or not, regardless, 50% of all the profits, and this has been going for a while now, 50% of those profits are going to G's and to Juke Joint, to do whatever Juke Joint functions that Juke Joint needs. I don't have a whole lot of my own, but what I do have, I want to share and support the people that I think are creating beautiful platforms for folks like me to be able to perform and express themselves. I'm so honored to have been chosen to be a part of Sgsd's Juke Joint, not in Chicago. Also being chosen as a headliner for the Indianapolis show blew my whole mind, especially considering the lineup I was with. See, and there's the imposter syndrome. There she is. We won't have another talk later. Anyway, but being a part of that lineup was incredible. Being able to headline for G's was amazing. And then also being able to be in this show in Chicago is something that I've wanted ever since I bought that first unfortunate pack of acrylic rhinestones from Michaels. I never did that again, but it was a thing. It happens. And I have been dreaming about Jeezy ever since I even thought about burlesque. She's one of the first showgirls that I found and looked at and saw Sgsd's Juke Joint and was like, I want to do Black stuff like this. So I'm just really excited that I was chosen to be a part of it. And regardless of what happens, money goes to G's. So for Juke Joint or, whatever G's needs. And that goes until the end of March, that whole thing about that half of the proceeds go. I'm actually going to extend it to the end of April to give people more time. So the code goes until the end of April, and 50% of all proceeds that come from merch sales, once again, go to Sgsd's Juke Joint. So go to www.showgirlsd.com, click on the merch tab, get the discount code, and then buy a mug or something. I would be drinking out of mine, but the cat broke it. So yeah, that one that's back there. You see him on the cat tree back there? That's Onyx. He's an asshole. Yeah. So I love him, but he's an asshole. Next, we're going to move into our PhD of slayology. Stop looking at me. Creep. So our PhD in slayology this week goes to 3 people. It goes to Trey DeMark, who was crowned king at the Noir pageant this weekend. Congrats to Trey and his gorgeous cheeks that I saw with the crown placed on them. Also, Chola Magnolia was crowned queen of the Noir pageant. And I stand for Chola. I think Chola is an impeccable performer. And I am just so stoked that she was crowned queen, because I can't. Every time I see Chola perform, I get goosebumps all over my body. Just real, raw, sexy, sensual, true, just everything you want to see in a performer. Chola gives her all to the audience, and just the cultural references in her performance and costumes. It's always a beautiful thing. So, and Chola goes hard. Okay. And I am a person that goes hard when I perform too. I just respect the fuck out of you, Chola. So congrats. And then also to my forever fave, Brick House. She was given the distinction of being the rare gem of the pageant. And I think that that is just so well deserved because she is just, I texted her this earlier, sent her a message on IG. I don't know. I just be messaging people all over the place. But Brick House is a wonderful one of a kind, and she deserves all of the good and all of the beautiful things in life. And I'm just so excited that to see that she was given the distinction of being the rare gem. She totally deserves. And congrats to everyone who made it to the pageant. Congrats to everyone who performed, who competed. Like, just congrats to Pearl for making it happen. Congrats to everybody who helped her produce. Y'all are the MVPs, and it's just amazing that y'all pulled this pageant off, especially with all this mess that's happening. So yes, congratulations to everyone involved. And I hope that y'all are having a fantastic time still in New York. And I hope that you all make it home safely. So yeah, you're in my heart. So just another little vibe out because I need to get prepared for Oh You Thought. So just, I need a moment. It lost me. It doesn't love me. It doesn't want me to vibe out, and I think it's so rude. I'm supposed to be hydrating and getting my throat together, but I'm over here texting Jezebel. Oh shit. Well, that's unfortunate. This Oh You Thought took a very interesting turn. Fuck. Okay. I don't want to fucking vibe out anymore. I just want to rage. I'm so mad. Okay. So, I just got a text message from Jezebel because I'm podcasting and streaming. I'm not looking at the internet. But a real hearty fuck you to COVID-19 and all its little friends for messing up all the opportunities for my Naked Sparkle fam to make cash and, support themselves and their families and their rhinestone addictions, because you deserve to have all the sparkly things and the beautiful fabrics that you want. And I just got the text. I got the email earlier that Richmond was canceling the festival because of concerns over this. And now Jezebel just texted me that Jeezy Juke Joint is canceled. And I am fucking heartbroken. So there's that. Fuck. I'm trying to stay chill as far as this whole thing is concerned and not go completely slam the fuck off. But see, like, I live with someone who studies viruses for a living, like Ebola and other nasty things. And while I do respect the fact that things like this are are very dangerous, especially to people who are immunocompromised, and I also do respect that because of the nature of this virus, it is causing, although it may not be as lethal as something like MERS or SARS or something of that nature, it is causing a lot of hospitalizations. And that is overwhelming to any healthcare system. Even if you have a fucking decent healthcare system, like places in Europe, like Denmark. With this trash ass healthcare system, like, we didn't even have appropriate testing for this until we still don't, right? And people's access to healthcare is fucked up because if you're poor, even if you have a job, you're still working poor if you are working several part-time jobs because nobody wants to give you a full-time job, because why would corporate America want to pay you benefits? They don't care. So because we do not have, universal health care in this bitch, which makes no fucking sense. Having to be hospitalized for something like this is going to be terrible and really expensive. So I get it. But I also get that I'm really sad and really disappointed that we don't get to have our gigs and that we don't get to play with each other and that we don't get to pay our fucking bills, because you know what they're not going to cancel? Fucking rent. Okay? So while like all these people are canceling shit and calling pandemic and all this bullshit, what you need to cancel is rent. You need to cancel the light bill this month. Since you don't want to fucking help people with healthcare, then you need to cancel bills. How about that? Cancel fucking bills. And while you're at it, cancel these bullshit ass student loans, because academia has been infecting my life well before COVID showed up. Okay. I had to drop out of freezing TASA because of some bitch ass midterm that got moved around. I had to fucking drop out of Utah because of school shit. I am sick and tired of school fucking up my life. And I cannot wait until it is over after this semester. I mean, I had to drop a class over some fuck shit. That's another conversation that I'm not ready to have. But so I am going to have to take another class, one additional class, but it's not going to stop me from being able to do fucking hood rat showgirl shit with my fucking friends once May hits. Okay? Because after May hits, release the fucking Kraken, bitch. I'm out. I'm tired of this shit. Okay? I feel wild and I'm ready to be free. And I can't wait for this COVID shit to go away so that people can fucking pay their bills. If you know a show person, okay, hit up their PayPal, hit up their whatever the fuck, Cash App, Patreon, buy merch, please buy merch for me so I can give G some money. I just feel terrible. Like this is fucking terrible. I'm disgusted. Where's my dog? Stella! I'm mad. Yeah, I can't, like, people who work in the like restaurant people and all this kind of stuff, like this is hashtag the struggle for real. Like, no, I don't want anyone to become ill or get sick or pass away from something like this. But I also just stand with my show people, and I don't want them to have all their gigs canceled. Like, I just and now my dog doesn't even want to come be with me. She's probably back there asleep somewhere in the guest room. She thinks that's her room now. Like, she's not a person, she's a dog. She doesn't have a room. Ugh. Okay. So, everybody stay healthy. And use this time to make beautiful shit, make new art, rhinestone some shit. I have like 5 different rhinestone projects going right now downstairs in my burlesque room. So, yeah, I'm choreographing some new shit and I fucking sewed something, but I'll get to that later. I bought a sewing machine. It's still here. I didn't bash it with a baseball bat. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to you about my sewing adventures in a second. I think that I need another vibe out moment to collect myself. I'm definitely making a lot of fucking tacos tonight. Tacos are happening tonight. As soon as I finish this, I'm making the cheesiest tacos. Oh, bitch. I'm glad I'm wearing this wine-colored lipstick. I totally have a red wine mustache. just trying to be quiet and not say things that I want to say. Okay, so now we're going to move into Dine and Dish, and I just kind of want to talk to y'all about what has been going on with me in this damn podcast and why everything is trash. So, I'm a mess. Clearly. So yeah, I'm a hot mess, and I'm working on it. I wrote a long, very emotional, hormonal post on Facebook about being overwhelmed with perfectionism and imposter syndrome and being a self-saboteur and kind of allowing people to negatively affect me in ways that kind of like cause me to shrink up and to look a little ball and die a little. My anxiety and depression have been like on tens. And also just suffering from general not giving a fuck about myself in a way that, or enough fucks about myself in a way that makes me healthy. I kind of have allowed shit to dim my life and my light, and school sucks, and I'm overloaded on courses, and I'm just trying to graduate, and transferring all these times have kind of put me in this position where I'm kind of having to repeat things that I've already done. And I'm sick of it. And as much as my imposter syndrome tries to tell me like you don't deserve to graduate and this is why this is happening to you, I need to fortify the part of me that believes that I do deserve to graduate. So I say all that to say I really love doing this podcast, but I need help to keep it going. I really do want to have a bi-monthly format. I think that's probably the easiest and best way for me to sustain things until school ends, and then I can go back to weekly because I really do enjoy doing this. Like, this is one of the things that makes me happy. It's just extremely time consuming with the editing and the posting and the social media and all of the things that go along with having to have a platform like this. And it's not that I can't do the work because I've done the work consistently in the past. It's just that things have become a little bit different as far as like where my time is going, and me like basically completely overloading myself with school. I just don't have the time that I had to put into it. So I need help. I'm saying that I need help, and that's not easy for me to do. But this is the kind of help, exactly the kind of help I need. I feel like I need to be clear about exactly what it is that I need to help me sustain the podcast. So I made a list. I need to know what you all think. What do you think I could do better? What would you like to see more of? What should I eliminate? What topics would you prefer to see me focus on more? So if you have commentary for that, you can go to the website, www.showgirlsd.com, and hit the message button. There's a link in there where you can click it and send a message, or you can just send a message to showgirlsundaydinner@gmail.com if you prefer just to do it that way. But yes, I would love to hear from you on those questions. I need somebody to help me with social media because I hate it. So if anybody is willing to volunteer their services at first, and then once I start getting some sponsorship in, I would love to pay somebody to help me with my social media. But if anybody is willing to volunteer even in the smallest way, or even if you're like, I can help you this week, that's fine. I just need help because I know that social media is necessary for what we do. And then the last couple of weeks, like Love is Blind actually made social media enjoyable for me. And I really have fun watching that show with y'all and talking about it and being silly. But sometimes I just can't. And I have kind of cleaned up my timeline where I'm not seeing as much political and and like activist stuff because I am kind of involved in that in my muggle life. I don't talk very much about it, but it's starting to do something bad to my mental space and my and my well-being. So I had to suspend some of my Twitter activity that was not burlesque related and under, different accounts or whatever, and just kind of not pay attention to certain things for right now because I need a break. So Yes. So I need help with social media. I need an accountability buddy, like somebody to like text me and like, bitch, do you have your shit together to record? Because you said you was going to do this podcast, so you can't be like crying and not doing it. So maybe not mean like that, because I'm mean to me. I need a nice accountability buddy. Yeah. And then Uh, I need people who want to be guests. I saw some folks respond. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to put together like an email to send out to people that's professional. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a Google form or an email for people who want to be guests. It probably will be easiest for me to add a Google form to the website. So I'm probably going to do that. So please look out for the link to that if you are interested in being a guest. I'm also looking for people who are willing to like fill out a survey for the podcast / focus group kind of thing. I'll probably do a Google form for that as well. I also am looking for folks who are interested in being sponsors or running ads for your show, festival, Burley services, businesses, your schools, classes, etc. And I do have a worksheet for that already done. So if you're interested in running an ad or being a sponsor, please let me know. And I just am really curious as to what folks want in return for their investment for something like that. Like I have my certain kind of idea of what I think I would want to do, but I want to hear from sponsors as to what y'all want, because I want to make sure that I'm tailoring my packages as far as sponsoring is concerned to Burley people and to your businesses and your Burley schools and festivals and stuff. So I need to know what kind of engagement you want from people in order to want to be a sponsor or run ads. So please, I will probably put a Google form up for that too. I'll just put some Google forms up. I have a new like the coffee account, KOFI, set up, and a PayPal. So if you go to www.showgirlsd.com and you click on the donate button, boop, then the link for the PayPal and the coffee come up. And I would love your support there. I'm taking down the Patreon because if I'm going to do the podcast, like that's all the content I really can like do. And I feel like Patreon is very content oriented. So right now I just am interested in doing the podcast and not creating additional content for that. So I'm basically asking for tips for the podcast, basically like you would tip a performer at a show. So if you want to tip via PayPal or tip via coffee, I would really, really be appreciative of that so that I could continue running the podcast. I'm looking into an editing software that will help me out a lot. It's a little costly, but it's less money than me actually hiring an editor to do this for me. But the app will help do a lot of the cleanup for me, which will be really helpful because it's the hours that I have to spend editing this down that become problematic to post the podcast. So I need help with monies so I can pay somebody to help me with social media and so that I can make sure that I am utilizing a program that helps me edit the podcast in a way that's a product that I feel like is okay to put out to people. I don't want to just put raw recording out. No, y'all deserve better than that. And I think that's it. So, also just want to reiterate, like from the post that I wrote on Facebook, because I got a lot of like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, not really." But are any of us okay? Like, fucking shit is trash. Okay, there's a fucking rabid Cheeto running the country. God only knows what's gonna happen with this next election because trash. Everything is trash, and now there's this fucking pandemic. So no, I'm not fucking okay. But I'm not like looking for sympathy. Everybody's struggling right now. I was just expressing myself in the moment because fucking PMS and whatever. I'm mad. Because shit is not cute. And I'm not looking for sympathy and compliments and all that kind of stuff. I don't want anybody to like try and make me feel better about my shit. That's my job. Like I need to work on myself, like, and like go to therapy and whatever the fuck. I'm just looking for advice on what you all want and need as far as listeners, viewers, sponsors, whatever the fuck, to make this podcast better. Because do think that my voice is unique and important. Black folks are out here doing the show pony thing, and I think that we deserve to have spaces that cater to us. I mean, no, I don't know. Like, I've gotten some feedback about the podcast that there's certain people feel alienated because it's from a Black perspective. Let me be perfectly clear. I'm not the only voice on this podcast and won't be, and there will be all different kinds of folks and guests on this podcast. Because I am the producer and creator of this shit, I'm centering myself and my voice as a Black femme, because that's my perspective and that's who I am. And I deserve to be able to curate a space for folks like me. If you want to curate a space for yourself, then that's fine. Go ahead and do that. But I don't owe anyone anything. I deserve to create a space for folks like me without that kind of fucking ridicule. We don't owe you anything, okay? Black femmes are not the fucking mules for all the marginalized, all right? Especially because, like, there are so many non-Black marginalized people that openly fucking hate on Black people. So, like, I'm just really annoyed with the whole idea that, you know, people feel alienated because of the perspective of this podcast being centered in Black feminists. Again, like, it's not the only voice that's ever on this podcast. I've had plenty of different types of folks on here, but I don't think that there should be any ridicule because I do decide to center myself as a Black femme show person, that's problematic. So yeah, I'm not making any excuses, and I'm going to do what I want, and that's it. And yeah, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my Black sparkly ass, and that's just it. So there's that. So shows that are going forward that have not been canceled yet. I have, well, Jeezy's was on here, but then it's not because it's canceled. Fuck. So the next show that I have booked is Odalisque in Indianapolis on April 18th. That is Boy Barella's show, and it will be at the White Rabbit. And you can find those ticks on Eventbrite, and I will also make sure that I link that in the show notes. And then I will be doing the Pacific Northwest Burlesque Festival on May 1st and 2nd in Olympia, Washington. And you can go to pnwburlesquefestival.com to get more details on that. I'm a feature performer for that, so that makes me excited. Oh, hey, Theodora and Oriana, thank you for joining me. Okay, so that's what I have for Booked and Busy. And then also another excited development. This isn't like a performance thing, but I will be going to BurlyCon this year for the first time. I'm super fucking excited. I will actually be volunteering because I do believe that if you are going to be a good member of a community, you should be of service to said community. So I'm going to be volunteering as the volunteer vendor coordinator person, and I'll be working under Jet Noir. I said what I said. I'll be working with Jet. So helping with the vending. I'm volunteering to help with the vending. I said what I said. Anyway, so that's that. And then for my last thing, I want to just, for my pasties and cake, I want to give some shout outs to some people that I missed in my absence of not doing the podcast. So the first one is to Dahlia Dulce for letting me crash with her hubs, and their adorable puppies during the Pink and White Ball in Minneapolis. And a huge shout out to the entire Black Hearts Burlesque fam. I had so much fun, and you're all talented as fuck, and especially Sue Electra, cute, for booking me and trusting me to teach my Diva Devotion workshop. I was like super honored and floored that I was chosen to teach there, and I was really excited about that. Also, do not forget your housewarming present, Dahlia. It's on the way. It'll probably go out in like the next week. Also, I want to give a shout out to Sepia Jewel and Eva Mae Garnett for being my inspirations. As I said earlier, I purchased a sewing machine, and I have not damaged or broken it yet, either accidentally or on purpose. I don't like sewing. I've been Team Glue Gun for a very long time. But I decided I was going to sew something. So I did. And yeah, showgirling's expensive and I want to look cute on stage, but I can't afford to be paying all these coins yet for costumes, especially not if my shows keep getting canceled. Ugh. Anyway, so I did make something and I kind of want to show you guys, but I don't want you to laugh at me. And I also realized that I'm not wearing pants because I don't wear pants in my house. So I'm thinking about whether or not I should show you or just take a picture of it later. I made it's like a shrug boa, a shrug wall. I don't know. Anyway, I made it out of curtains, like sheer curtains. Oriana's like, show it. I made it out of sheer curtains that I bought at the GW boutique. That is the Goodwill for you peasants. That okay? GW boutique. Floored. I learned that this weekend from Pat Your Weave because I found myself in Mocha Debute's Shades of Melanin show on Friday, and they were Pat Your Weave was hosting, and she called it the GW boutique, and I almost lost my mind. Anyway, so there's that. I guess I will show you my thing that I made. Again, I'm not a seamstress, so it's kind of a mess, like me. So don't laugh. Wait, okay. So this is move chair. Okay, so this is what I made, and it's like leopard and sheer curtains, and so you can do like a bunch of stuff with it. So the first thing that I was playing with was this idea that it kind of fits on your shoulders like this. And I thought it would be really cute as like an off the shoulder part of like a burlesque costume. And then it detaches. So then it also looks cute like this, right? That way it's not doing it right. So you can do it like this, and it's like a thing that goes like this. And then also you can wiggle it down. So, and then this is what it's like when it's a shrug. Can't get it on. Okay. Oh, stupid ponytail. Okay. So then this is what it's like when it's a shrug. So this. And then so this is what I made in my first attempt at sewing. It's not too terrible. My shirt's coming up. Hoping it flash off. Anyways, so Oriana called me Scarlett O'Hara. Well, my forehead is big in the camera. Okay, anyway, so that's everything. And thank y'all for joining me. Oh, also, this, I'm trying to support as many show people as I can in these times. So this shirt that says Showgirl is from Miss Thy Lovely and her traveling showgirl line. So yeah, tell people to buy you things from Traveling Showgirl. And also, Ariel Helvetica had her baby, y'all. Okay, or yes, she had the baby. Yes, or she's gonna have the baby very soon. I can't remember what I saw. Anyway, I just know that she's about to have a baby or already had the baby. Okay, so you need to go to Tits and Tops or tell somebody to go to Tits and Tops and get you one of them cute little bodysuits or one of them cute little tank tops or something that say the tits and tacos. And I'm getting tits and tips, but because I need both. Anyway, but go and or have somebody go buy you things that one of these sugar people that I hope you have. And I hope in these trying times that you find a sugar person to help ease your burden, or several sugar persons, because show people deserve to be catered to and cared for. Okay. So yeah, find someone to give you things and to buy you things from other show persons and rhinestones and feathers and beads. I'm going to go make tacos and drink the rest of this bottle of wine because Jeezy's is canceled and I'm fucking distraught. So I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. I wish you big love, big hugs, big tips, and may all the hands that come into your presence be clean. Don't touch nobody, okay? Unless it's your person or persons or somebody you know is safe to touch. Don't just let people be touching you, okay? And don't touch your face and wash your hands. And why is everybody buying up all the fucking Purell and the Clorox wipes like y'all didn't have none of that shit in your house? What do your houses look like? What are these people's houses? And why are people buying all the toilet paper? I'm just mad now. Okay, I'm gonna go drink wine. Thank you for saying that my little first attempt at sewing is cute, Theodore and Oriana. And thank you both for joining me on this live. And the actual audio for the podcast itself will be edited and will be put up tomorrow. So yeah, you'll see, I'll put that information up so you can watch or listen to the podcast, and the live will stay on YouTube for a week and then it comes down. I think I'm going to start taking the live videos down after a week and just leave the podcast up on SoundCloud as the audio files. So yeah, anyways, I love you all. Thank you. And I will see you all soon, hopefully half naked at a gig at some point in the near future when we're all not being fucking quarantined for something stupid. I'm sorry. I'm very stressed out and unhappy about all of this right now. But like I said, I love you all, and I'm gonna put this music on so that I can play us out. If I can find it, because that doesn't seem to be a thing that I'm gonna be good at right now.
Okay.
There it is. Okay, so thanks for joining me. I love you all, and I will see you soon. And
thank you all so much for joining me this evening. Be sure to keep up on all things Showgirl Sunday Dinner by following us on Instagram and Facebook at Showgirl Sunday Dinner or on Twitter at SG Sunday Dinner. Use the hashtags Showgirl Sunday Dinner or SGSD so that I can follow all the social media conversations happening in between meals. Please visit www.showgirlsundaydinner.com or shoot an email to showgirlsundaydinner@gmail.com for more information on upcoming shows, questions, tips, advice requests, suggestions, booking, advertising, brand ambassadorship, and/or sponsorship inquiries. Showgirl Sunday Dinner will drop every other Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and will be available on iTunes/Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Make sure to share SGSD with all of your friends on social media and leave a like, comment, and/or a 5-star review while you're listening. I hope that you are full and satisfied. Stay sparkly, beautiful people. And I look forward to glitter and dinner with all of you on the next episode of Showgirl Sunday Dinner.